Eagle boogle, eagle boogle, eagle boogle.
Hi. Hey, guess what? It's Friday in California. Where the fuck is the music? There it is. It didn't want to load for a second. It was upsetting me.
You horse! Thank you for the pet. Thank you, Luros.
Also, welcome in. Luros, Gradson first. Bark, 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 bark. Blippy, you know who I am. You know, that's a lie. That's a lie. You know who this is. Yeah, I'm a gay bat. It's me.
Yeah, Lilin, it's a bat.
I don't know, seems a little too large in the wanted poster. Needs to be shrink. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna cry. Yeah. Making out. Making out in the cafe. That's fine. Equips the combat horse. How do you do that? How do you manage? You can't. Babe, does can combat horse be equipped? That's too powerful, he says. Hugs the goobers.
Hello.
We're all goobers here. Yeah, it is Friday in California, and we're gonna be drawing some art here in a minute. I did some commission work for Medic yesterday, but I didn't finish it. So I'm going to finish it, and then I'm going to continue working on another piece, specifically a redeem piece, because I held Leon up at gunpoint and said, "Give me your fucking refs, put the references in the bag," and now I'm gonna draw his thing. Also, Lilin, I have just noticed today that you have also put in a commission. I will be getting that done during the weekend. I don't know if I'll be able to draw it while we're playing Vandal. I could at least get some of it started, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to it, like, very easily during Vandal. Because Wednesday, when I was drawing medics, I, like, drew hardly fucking anything. I was too busy focused on the game. Your boy was playing his game. He couldn't do it, so, you know. It's fine. Can I be equipped by Combat Horse? Who asked that? Oh, it was Lilin. Leon, Lilin unlocks my Borderlands yapping yesterday and it felt weird to talk about it again. That happens. Okay, hold on. Where is my Discord? Discord! I'm gonna hop into my cave. I'm gonna chill in my cave. Oh, that's right, Usagi hit me with the redeem as well, but I'll be worrying about that later. Wait, what? What is happening? Loros, what did you post? What is this? Should I be afraid of it? You posted it last night, I see. I'm scared. I'm a little scared of it. Mostly because the lizard is making me feel things and I hate, that I don't hate. Anyway, let's go over here. Imagine getting to talk about the double penetrating unkept Herald after like 5 years. I don't know what this means. I believe you though. The way I equip combat horses by performing a horse and bull fusion. Now the combat horse has horns and necromantic magic. That's horrifying and also illegal in Vandal. You can actually not do magic in, necromantic magic in Vandal. You will actually get arrested. If they don't just fucking put you down. Like, that's just not allowed in Vandal. Not like the game. The world. The world will, they will arrest you for trying to raise the dead. Aw, y'all are being gay. You can't stop combat horse anyways. That's true. It's illegal? Well, now I'm gonna do it more! Necromancy is illegal, yes. There is no ethical necromancy in Vandal. You can blame Orahas for that. Necromancy is only illegal if you get caught. You can thank Orahas for that shit. Yeah, literally you can thank Orahas. I'll make it ethical. I actually have a necromancer. His name is Vivi, and he raises the dead. He's probably in the middle of fucking nowhere, and he can get consent from the dead. And he can bring them back. But he doesn't do it often. And he does it as sort of like a garden, and he names the dudes he brings back after flowers. I'm so glad I got to mention getting so drunk you multiply your throwing axes. That's kind of funny. If anyone's doing it ethically, it would be Vivi, but it's still illegal. Also, today we'll be finishing up Medic's commission. As you can see, I'm drawing Medic in a new outfit, being a little cutie, posing and shit. And then I'm going to work on Weewan. Working on a picture for Weewan. When it comes to the goat thing I posted, the post legitimately got me thinking that they low-key are on some Yaoi stuff. See, I have never watched the movie, so it's not like I fucking know.
Why does...
Hold on, let me mute this so I can just look at this. You know what? I haven't seen the movie, but fuck it. I'll ship it. Why not? Also, the fluidity of the lizard's emotions in that animation was really cool. He looked like water. Respectfully, Smash. Oh. Hold on, let me catch up on chat real quick. As a friend, I want to kiss their midriff. Who? Who's midriff? Who are we kissing? You're gonna have to explain yourself, Blippi. Respectfully, Smash. Who are we smashing, Gil? Oh, are we talking about... Oh, we're talking about Medic. Yeah. Yeah, blow raspberries on their tummy. Like that. Respectfully, Smash. Legality only matters when they have the ability to enforce the law. In the words of Brennan Lee Mulligan, laws are just threats of violence by the government. I mean, you're not wrong, but also, some laws need to be there for a reason. Strongly agree. I'm gonna raspberry their tummo. yeah, just blow a little raspberry on their tummy. Desmond with a picture of an extremely attractive they on their screen. Who are we talking about smashing? I simply do not know what you mean. Nah, I got distracted by a Komodo dragon in a video. My brain completely disconnected from the current task at hand because I saw a cool lizard. Speaking of cool lizard, I have like 7 or 8 lizard species out there now. For those of you who don't know, I am working, you should know by now because I don't shut the fuck up about it, but I have been working on my own TTRPG system, and I may or may not have made like 7 kinds of lizard people. Now, they're not all playable, because most of the lizard people are actually pretty malignant? Is that the word? They're not all that nice. They're not all that good. Desmond's raid. Lizard. Malicious. Yeah, malignant I think means something else. But they're not exactly good people as a culture because they have been raised in a culture of Drakkar influence. For those who don't know who the Drakkar are, they're a type of dragon species. But the dragons in Eldritch Nova are kind of evil. Not really evil, but they would be considered evil according to, like, morality. They don't think they're evil, they think they're normal. They're not. But, this is gonna sound very D&D, but it's actually from ancient Sumerian stuff. They personally believe they're better than the, not scaled people. Because they were born of a big ancient dragon lady named Tiamat. Remember, Tiamat is actually not a D&D creation. Tiamat is actually a ancient Sumerian dragon, monster. But that's basically what she's called in Eldritch Nova as well. They believe they're a product of Tiamat, and that they basically just... The whole universe is theirs. It's theirs now. That's their stuff, you know? I'm sorry, are you a dragon? Didn't think so. Now get back in the cage. Kinda. You're streaking! Oh, fuck. Lumen's streaking. No pants for 3 days. Cecil, you're being a little rude. Aww. He said, "Mer." But yeah, no, the dragon people think they are better than the squishies because they were born of this like quote unquote ancient dragon goddess lady, and they're like, nah, see, we're so much cooler than you actually, and they kind of treat the other species like shit. And they consider them food, basically. This isn't even spoilers. This is just a well-known fact of the universe. Cecil, can you stop being a little butthole? Cecil is fucking with Leon while he's trying to eat. But yeah, this is a well-known fact of the universe in Eldritch Nova. The Drakkar are rude little bastards that will eat you. They're also known for seeding a lot of planets because they want to spread their influence across the galaxy. So there's a lot of lizard races as a consequence of that. Because they're like, lizards best race. We're gonna make all the lizards and make you all feel really bad for not being a lizard. That's basically how they operate. I'm sorry. Yeah. They're looking slay. Yeah, Medic. Medic looking really nice. Tiamat's the primordial deity of the seas and chaos from ancient Mesopotamia, Sumeria. Yep. She's just a big old snake monster. At least sometimes she's depicted as a snake monster. Other times she's depicted as like a lion with wings. She looks really cool. I do believe she was a goddess that was killed by Marduk in the... I don't remember the story exactly. I don't remember what it was called, but was it the Enuma Elish? It's a very old Babylonian writing. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just looked her up. She looks like a big old weird ass monster. And yeah, she normally fights a dude named Marduk. She dies, and then she like releases monsters and stuff. She's really cool. Her name is actually apparently the reason why thalassophobia exists. Because she's a water goddess monster, and the Greeks called her Thalassa. And they kind of like put it together, and it's interesting. Her body was cut up and used to create the world like a Ymir. Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, she also is the reason a bunch of monsters, like, sprung out, because she had, like, all of her kids in her stomach partying. I don't remember the whole story. I'm not as up-to-date on my Sumerian mythology as I am with, like, Egyptian and, like, Greek and Norse. Also, these boots be looking fucking good. Look at these boots! So, similar Echidna in Greek mythology. Kind of, she's kind of like an Echidna. She's the mother of monsters. But she's also the primordial serpent and Ymir in Norse. She plays a lot of different roles. Also, I see tummy, respectfully. Yeah, tummy. Medic has their tummy out. And new shoes. But yeah, they use the term Tiamat for the Drakkar because she's a giant ancient dragon lady. At least that's what the humans call her. Because it's an equivalent to their, their ancient myths. The Drakkar have their own word for her. But they do call her, like, the Great Mother, basically. And they believe they were all born of this ancient giant dragon goddess who basically sent them out into the universe and said, "Go forth, my children, and, be conquerors." And they're like, "Okay, we'll do that, Mom." And so that's why they're assholes. They think this is their birthright. They think that this is just what they do. This is what their mom wants them to do, and this is what they want to do. So, you know. Religious propaganda, you know? That's just how they do it. Tiamat's a big mommy deity. Yeah, she's also a big mommy deity for the Drakkar. And she's their excuse, at least, to run a fucking muck around the known galaxy. Now, granted, not all Drakkar think like this. Just most. There are splinter groups out there somewhere that just do want nothing to do with the crazy-ass, like, religion and religious bullshit that the Drakkar tote. So... have any of you here heard of, what's his name? Oh no, I don't remember his name. David Icke, I think? Also, Hadria, thank you for the save, the pet, and the sieve. I have my pen in my mouth, hold on. Is his name David Icke? I-C-K-E? Yeah, David Icke. Who's heard of him? Raise a hands. If you haven't, that's okay. I'll go into an explanation about him in a second.
Oh, goodbye, Cecil.
Let me get a little shit, you're so right, Dread. I need to take my pills. Name sounds vaguely familiar. Okay, I'll give everyone else a second to think about it, and then I'll go over it.
Med check, med check, med check, everyone, med check.
Medic check. Yep, medic's still there. Hi, Dance Cutie. We once doing a little dance. Oh, hey, fellow Pink Dread. I didn't call Lilin Dread. I knew that was Lilin. I'm just telling everyone it's med check now. Because I really need to, Because Dread reminded me to take my pills by throwing water on me. I agree, Lilin. I know it wasn't Dread. I said, thank you, Dread, for reminding me because you threw water on me. Because the moment I grabbed my handle, my brain said, did you take your pills with your water? And I went, no. Bitch, you just said med check. Good idea, Dread.
What? Because you threw the hot water at me.
It was Lilin who said something. Well, yeah, I was reading what Lilin said. Med check. And then I said medic check. Yep, they're still here. Listen, guys, I'm not that dumb. Yes, I will accidentally, like, read something that's in pink and it's blippy and I think it's Lilin for a second. I will do that, but that's because of colors. I knew it was Lilin saying, get a load of the senile bat.
No.
Alright.
Are you dancing? Wee One's dancing and it's really cute. I'm going to squish him.
Now I want to talk about my Drakkar more. I'm trying to, like, get myself hype and in the headspace for DMing, because I'm gonna be doing, Eldritch Nova soon. And I need to get in the headspace. I need to get into my characters, my world. Oh, right, David Icke. We were talking about David Icke, by the way. For those who don't know who he is, I've given you guys enough time to, like, put out your guesses. He's the guy that started the conspiracy theory that there are lizard people that live among us and can shapeshift. He's the shapeshifting lizard people guy. Now, I don't subscribe to his conspiracies. I have a mind of my own, and some conspiracies I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Others I'm like, that sounds fucking stupid. His sound fucking stupid, but it's good for the imagination, you know? Here we go. Proofs of Desmond's inability to read chat. Cannot tell the difference between users with the same color. I can't. Cannot tell the difference between users with different colors. I can, though. Can't read messages in chronological order. That's true. I can't do that sometimes. Conclusion. Desmond's a squirrel with no object permanence. You would be vaguely correct about that. I actually sort of don't have object permanence sometimes. It's a little bad. But that comes from my brain. Binder break? What's a binder? What kind of binder? Like, for binding? For booba? Or something else? Explains the highway kitten thing. Okay, so halfway with highway kitten, chest binder. Yeah, I figured. Desmond rebrands to a squirrel. I don't wanna. Yes, love? Found what? Good music? Hey, nice.
Yes, I do have a VGen. Thank you, Dread.
Son of a bitch. It's okay, Dread. You got this. I got this, I promise. I believe in you. But yeah, David Icke is the dude who came up with the idea of there's lizard people on our planet, and also they are shapeshifters and walk among us, and he's the reason there's like videos of people analyzing other people in like news anchors and stuff and being like, oh, did you see that? Their eyes went super crazy and they look like creepy lizard eyes. Yeah, Mogus. It's like he's the reason that's a thing now. And I took that and ran with it a little. Now, the conspiracy theory that, like, stemmed from him, is something about a dragon people. They're called the Alpha Draconians. They're called that supposedly because they're from the Alpha Draconi system, like the star system, which I find really fucking funny that, oh, hey, look, the place that we call Draconi is, like, where all the dragon people come from. Yeah, fucking sure. Anyway, can y'all tell I'm being sassy? Anyway, oh yeah, those guys are great. Yeah, so my Drakkar are based off of the Alpha Draconians. And in fact, you will hear them be called Alpha Draconians here and there, because that is referring to a very specific sect of dragon. And the reason I'm letting people here know this is because I know some of my players are here and they're listening. And all of this is basically common knowledge, which is why I'm fine with talking about it. Anything you hear me say here or on stream, and it's about Eldritch Nova, consider it common knowledge. I'm not gonna give you information on stuff that's like secret. But this kind of stuff is not secret. This is just what people know about the Drakkar. And yeah, there's a small sect of Drakkar called the Alpha Draconians, and they're the religious elite assholes that want to just take over the whole fucking universe because Mommy Dearest said to do so.
I wonder if you can guess who the bad guys are. I wonder if you can guess who the bad guys are gonna be. Hey, lizard.
Alpha D's nuts. Whoa. But like I said, not all lizards are bad. Just a good handful of them. So all of the lizard races I've made, they're gonna be scrutinized. There's only one lizard race that's like not considered actively evil, and those are the Saurians, and that's because they fought back against their oppressors. They fought back against the Drakkar, saying, we're not gonna actually help you and be your slaves. Y'all can go fuck yourselves. Meanwhile, the other lizard races are mostly in that culture. Oh, there's also the Sasani. The Sasani said, fuck you, we're not doing this. But the Sasani are more like snakes. Which is why the Drakkar couldn't handle them, because they're like very venomous. And the Drakkar cannot handle the venom. And they're like, wow, these things suck. Why did we make them again? And then they just left them alone. They're like, fuck this. This one's a dud. We gotta go. Which that's all like just straight up race stuff. That's in like the race part of the book that I have written. If you read the Sasani, you look like a snake. Yes. But yeah, the Sasani were able to like chase out the Drakkar. The Saurians fought against them with the help of a few other races. Other than that, though, the other lizards are just kind of evil. Snakes? Snitties? Snakes! Actually, my snakes do not have snitties. Lizards aren't mammals, therefore, no mammaries. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes. That's just how I'm doing it. Let me go look at them. Yep, there they are. Counterpoint, poison sacs. That goes on the neck. That's what makes their cheeks look puffy. Have you ever seen, like, a venomous snake versus a non-venomous snake? Their heads are, like, that more triangular shape. You know, like this. This is where the poison sacs are. That looks like a dick. The poison sacs are in their cheeks right there. Damn, let me just erase my Snake Lady's G-cups. You can keep Snake Lady's G-cups if you want to. I'm just not gonna do it. That's a penis. Yeah, I didn't mean to draw it to look like a dick. I was trying to show you the, like, a venomous snake's head. God damn it. Hold on. Babe, don't look at my screen. I'm pulling up snakes. Venomous snake head. Also, their teeth are different. Their teeth are, like, really long and, like, sharp in the front of their mouth. And non-venomous snakes have, like, tiny little toothers. But yeah, they've got, like, these cheeks. They got these little cheeks going on. Here, I'm gonna show you this. For those who don't like snakes, I guess don't look for a little bit. Thanks. So, 3, 2, 1. He's pulling his cock out! Yeah. You see, it's got these, like, little packs right here that this guy doesn't. That's where the venom sacs go. So, if the Sasani are venomous, they've probably got some little, like, lumps right on the edge of their necks, which they do. They have these little lumpies, and that's where their venom sacs are. You, the chubby cheeks. Yeah, the chubby cheeks! It's really cute. Babies. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Aww. I wouldn't kiss a venomous snake. I would appreciate a venomous snake from over there. I would hold a non-venomous snake. I've done that before. I've held ball pythons, and I believe a garter snake? Something like that? Oh, I meant your snake people. Oh no, my snake people are great. You can smooch them. Khan is here just in time to hear me talking about smooching aliens. Is it your birthday? Wait! Leon said it might be your birthday! Khan! 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 Is it your birthday? Happy birthday! Thank you for the 51 fucking months. Is it? Hold on. Happy birthday. We're so glad you came. Or Banui. That's true. Banui Fop. Fopuni. Fopuni sounds like a fucking Pokemon. Happy birthday. We're so glad you came. Happy birthday from the Backer Gang. We're so excited. We hope that you are too. Happy birthday from the Battler Crew. I guess Cafe. Huh. Cafe Crew. Anyway, happy birthday, Gun. I pet you. Come here. I'm petting you now. Come here. Hold on. Come here. Nope. Hold on. Nope. My hand does not want to pet you today, apparently. Anyway. I hope you're enjoying your birthday. Go with. I have an itch. Oh my god. I have an itch. Dang it. Also, Khan, welcome in. I was yelling about my TTRPG that I'm making. I was screaming about snake people, and everyone was probably saying that they were gonna smash them. 'Cause you're all a bunch of horny bastards. I'm listening to Castlevania music. 'Cause Castlevania music's a fucking bop. Leans into the mic. Smash. I can show you what they look like real quick. I do have their stuff. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Help, I'm on the floor. Okay, so these are Orcran. That's not it. Where's my snidders? Where's my little snakes? There's my snakes! There they are. Yeah, and see, they have like little venom sacs like in here. There they are. Snake people. Sneeple. There are, I will let you know, there are variations of them that have just one big-ass long tail instead of legs. These guys just happen to evolve with legs. Because I think there are some snakes that have evolved to have tiny little-ass legs. And there's lizards that evolved to have no legs. It's really funny. Doesn't I want you to consider something? Sure. What? Narrator, and Lumen was never seen again.
Yeah, Cotton, they're pretty. Pretty snake lady and pretty snake boy. I love them.
Con, you don't understand how many aliens I have here. I have like 40. Help. I have like 40. Sneeple who gets shy and covers their face with their snake hood. Aww. Where they just fold it over their face and they're like, no, don't look at me. That'd be really cute. As the cool kids say, get worse. Oh, I see, okay. Also, here are the Drakkar, the guys that I was talking about.
The big old dragon people.
The ones that think they are super cool and better than everyone and started making a fuck ton of other lizards, like the Saurians and the Sasani. They did not create the Tauramians. I will let you all know that for free. Which, once again, this is common knowledge. The Tauramians bleed red. The Drakkar, Sasani, and Saurians all bleed green. You can tell if it's a Drakkar made race if they bleed green. Meanwhile, the Tauramians bleed red, the Drovans bleed blue. And I believe the Jaraxians are also red. Jaraxians, what are you doing? You're not a reptile. Get out of here. Get the fuck back with the other mammals, you weirdos. Makes a race who bleeds syrup. Well, that's from Canada.
I got the birds.
I got a lot of creatures. Ah, the Ents. That's called diabetes. I thought it was Canada. Also, yeah, Con, we are discussing my little sci-fi TTRPG that I'm making. Well, I was drawing Medic, and then I started going on a rant about my my sci-fi aliens. My sci-fi people. I was talking about how many lizards I have designed, because I haven't drawn them all, obviously, but I do have a bunch of lizard ideas. And that's because the Drakkar are kind of imperialistic assholes, and they've gone around to all sorts of other planets and basically dropped their seed. Their sack. We won. There's something about Eldritch Nova you want to tell me? Whose sack are we dropping? Don't worry about it. I'm worried. I'm a little worried. Whose sack are we dropping? Whoa, hey! Yeah. They jizzed all over the planets. Kind of. They did drop their DNA. And sometimes they drop in certain animals that they've taken from what they think is their home world. They pluck up the starting of life, and then they plonk it on a planet that looks like it's starting to, like, design life. And then they just walk off for a few million years and let whatever is happening happen. And normally, dinosauroids start to become super prevalent, lizards start to become really big, and then they start to develop sapience like that of a human. You know what turns the lizards into chimeras of the planet species and the dinosaurs? Sometimes that happens. They don't always get a perfect rendition of a lizard, because they can't really control how evolution works without, like, possibly ruining what's happening. They will intervene if they absolutely have to, but normally they just let it go. They let it go do what they want. Which is why we've got snake people, lizard people, slightly bird people, raptor people. Like, they've made so many iterations of themselves just for the sake of having a slave force. That's literally the only reason they're doing it. The Scaly Armada. Yeah, pretty much. And that's just because they're trying to spread their DNA because they think their DNA is the best. And also they're enslaving the little versions of themselves. So a lot of the lizard races are unfortunately associated with the Drakkar and know nothing else. Who's gonna make the platypus people? Platypeople! Lilin, you can make the platypeople! Don't forget about the very venomous spike on the back of their legs. Yeah! I'm already making you a little roly-poly race. When you least expect it, I'm dropping the roly-polies on you. They really are less advanced than dinosauroids. This legit is the plot of the Alien Species and Fossil Fighters, except they're less imperialistic. I have never played fossil fighters, so I'm just going to take your word for it. But no, that's just a straight up random plot to begin with. Any like planet that has dinosauroids becoming sapient and more, instead of like, you know, the bird hunching that they do, they start sitting up and their heads start getting bigger. That's when the Drakkar show up and kind of supersede them, and they're like, hi, so we're your gods. You're gonna worship us and feed us. What are you gonna feed us? I don't know, your cattle, sometimes you know. That's what they do. The Drakkar kind of fucked. And they are extremely imperialistic. I will let you know that for free. That's also common ass knowledge. This is something literally every one of my players' characters will probably know. Unless they are sheltered from the universe. Okay, but you know what that means, do I? Actually, Marianne might know a little bit more about this than usual because, is it her mom who's a Lyran? Which one's the Lyran? Cause I'm gonna let you know now, Lyran mom. Okay, I'm gonna let you know now. Lyrans have had beef with the Drakkar for like 2 million years. They've been basically fighting each other since they could both find each other in space. Extremely reactionary dragon rebels. Nice, excellent. Yeah, no, the Lyrans have had beef with the Drakkar for as long as they've known they exist in the galaxy and are doing their dumb shit. Because the Lyrans, they are also... they are the opposite of the Drakkar. Once again, this is common knowledge. It's all in the primer. It's all in the book. While the Drakkar are imperialistic and they like morphing the planets and making it grow things that they want grown, the Lyrans find planets that are already growing stuff and haven't been touched yet, and they sit on it like, I dare you to come get this planet. I dare you. They're like the park rangers of the galaxy, where they're there to protect the giant arboretum that is a planet. They are there to preserve the planet's natural evolutionary cycle. Because some planets have tried to have carbon-based, copper-based, boron-based, silica-based life forms, and then the Drakkar come in and go, nope, carbon only. And then they wipe out any, like, variety of alien species that you could see evolving. And the Lyrans went, hey man, that's not exactly cool. So they're trying their best to make it to where species can naturally evolve. So they're always nipping at the heels of the Drakkar, making sure that they don't take over every planet that they find. I feel like I get to come up with slurs for dragons at my streets so the girl can drop casually. If you want to workshop that, I will be down. I will be down. I would be down to help you with that, because that shit would be hilarious. I'll send you some ideas. Excellent, thank you. You want this planet, don't you? Smug SpongeBob meme. Literally. So yeah, as a half Lyran, your mom has probably told you stories about some shitty ass Drakkar like situation she's had to be in. Cause yeah, the Lyrans are basically, cause their culture is very warrior, but they're honor-bound warriors. They like hunting, they like fighting, but they don't do it out of maliciousness. It's more of just an honor thing of, look how cool and strong I am. And one of the main ways they do these quote-unquote hunts and codes of honor now is to just go find a Drakkarian ship and fuck them up. They hunt Drakkar. That's what has evolved from them and their planet when they used to do honor hunts. Now they just hunt the Drakkar. That's their pastime. Because they're like, no, you are not allowed to fuck up this planet. You stop that. We will not all be oops all lizards. Stop it. Because that's what the Drakkar want. They want oops all lizards. And they're like, no, we cannot be oops all lizards, thanks. That's messed up, they should kiss instead. Nah, I'm sure there have been some Lyrans and Drakkar relationships, but that is so far few and in between. You know, that's very far few and in between. Now, like I said, not all Drakkar are bad. Just, you know, like 95% of them are. Just, you know, most of them. They're furry predators. Got it. Kinda. Let's catch up on chat. I realized a lot of you have sent some stuff. The plot is that the dinosaurs' OG planet got consumed by a living weapon called Ganache, a giant space eel that is known for a world destroyer. What the fuck is Fossil Fighters, man? I think it's just a silly little goof-ass game about, like, dinosaur fossils fighting, I think? And then, like, I get hit with lore. The survivors fled and tried repopulating by settling up Operation Mother Planet, which is them putting seeds of life on a developing planet, our prehistoric Earth, with them wanting to evolve into their species. To ensure this, they left a system in place that reverts an evolutionary mistakes that would diverge life from developing into their species. I mean, that is kind of what the Drakkar are doing. They do put, it's called Luca, which means, I believe, last universal, common ancestor, and it's like a little amoeba, but it has all the DNA that expanded out and turned into everything that you see on Earth. They have something similar. They have some sort of Luca, where it's like a little thing, a little thing of DNA, living tissue, living creatures that knows to eventually evolve into dinosaur-roid-ish creatures, lizards, anything scaly. Feathers are okay as long as you have scales. Although they do consider you even less if you have feathers, which is fucked. But yeah, they do that. They drop it on the planet and then go, okay, we'll be back in like for freaking 2-3 million years and come check up on you. If she's gonna be a sweet little Southern Belle, she's gotta say some off-color shit at some point. I guess you're right. That's messed up. They should kiss instead. Hi, Arson. Yeah, they're furry predators. Also, hi everybody. Oh, I can't read that now. I hope you are doing good. I'm doing good, Arson. Thank you for dropping in and saying hello. Yes, Dread. Thank you for the bear roar. I'm telling you, Drakkar communist reactionaries. Yes. Listen. Eldritch Nova is very similar to Star Trek in that I want it to be space socialism. Space post-capitalist socialism. Thanks. But also there's species out there causing bullshit that you guys have to stop. Or help. I can't tell you what to do. That's up to you guys. What are you gonna do for the other characters? Spatialism. Yeah. Now, you do still have something called credits, but credits are towards luxury goods, and for services. It's not for necessities. You don't need to spend credits to live somewhere. Nowadays, sorry, I burped. Nowadays, food, housing, all of that is very easy to make. So it's pretty much just given to you, depending on what you're doing or where you're living. But credits are for luxury goods and service work. So you can't just go up to someone and be like, hey, make me this custom gun for free. It's like, that's not how it works. You gotta give me credits. Which means if you guys want custom stuff or luxury stuff, you're gonna have to pay for it. Like specific gear that wasn't offered to you by the company that you're working for, you know? Shit like that. Fossil Fighters World. The dino aliens went into stone sleep, turning to stone till the system revives them so they can skip past the millions and billions of years evolutionary cycles that would need to occur. Unfortunately for them in that time, the seeds of life they planted died, completely gone. All life that developed past that point was completely OG Earth species. I figured something like that was gonna happen. That's called the atmosphere. Not the atmosphere. The asteroid that hit the Earth. And the dinosaurs are gone. Let's just quote some Bill Wirtz while we're here. Why is Castlevania music so good? It fucking bangs, dude. That's what we're listening to right now. I was just typing that, goddammit! It! What, Castlevania music or what Loros was typing? I'd be a little shocked if you were saying what Loros was saying. And the dinosaurs are gone. Hell yeah. Me and Lillian having a chokehold on that brain cell. Listen, man. You can't out Bill Wirtz me. Bill Wirtz is great. Jesus Christ, babe! Baror. Alrighty. Medic shoes! Alright, now all I have to do is add in the, what is it called? The strings, the shoestrings, and I'm done. And then I can start working on the actual coloring. And then I can start working on Leon's stuff. He sent me a thing. And I'm gonna do it. That doesn't look good. Let's do it again. Oh, I should probably pull up the reference so I can make sure I do the shoe correctly. It's not loading. Okay, there it goes. I was just sitting here waiting, and waiting, and waiting, and waiting. Okay, so in the image, the, I'm gonna do this. Because this is what I'm drawing. Now I gotta go to their boots. Okay, so it looks right here that this comes up. No. Goes this way. Like that. And then this comes out and goes under. Like this. And then this does the same thing. And I'll erase the crisscrossing part once I realize which way it's going. There we go. Yeah, they all seem to be coming out from the bottom and then curving around the top. They left the system... Oh boy. They left the system they left in place to have a conundrum. Their servers didn't allow them to send more life seeds, and their only ability of reverting evolutionary stages would achieve their objective. The idle computer system was split between two decisions. Loros, my head hurts. To protect the new life on Earth, while the main idle computer system had other ideas. It couldn't get rid of them, but its servers knew of something that could. Started sending signals to the one thing they knew that could eliminate an entire planet species. My brain is not big enough for Fossil Fighters lore. It's already trying to hold so much lore about other shit. Okay. Okay, so we can't see these, but there are two more underneath these things. So I'm gonna follow it to that point, like so. Same thing here. And we'll just erase it. I think I might need to redo this. Fossil Fighters has surprising depth to its lore. What kind of game is it again? Isn't it like Super Smash Brothers, but you're playing as fossils? That's all I know of that game. Okay, so if this is coming in, then yeah, this will do the same thing over here, like this. And I'll tie the tie here in a bit. But then that would mean this is here. This would go this way. This would go this way. Towards these. Then we can erase it. And then these go tuck under here. Like so. Nope. Trying not to clash with it a little too much. Okay, that's good. Oh my god. Okay, so which way is this leg turned? This way? So it looks like the ones right here are looping over. Like that. I just realized I don't have my tablet out. It's an RPG system where you build teams of 5 Venusaurs, revived dinosaurs, and 3 active Venusaurs in a battle at a time, duking it out like Final Fantasy or other RPG. Oh, got it. It's a JRPG. Well, that was my cat. I heard my kitty.
What, baby?
I hear you. I do hear you.
Hi, baby. You're a baby. Yeah, you're a baby.
Oh, squeeze him. Squish him and squeeze him.
I squished him and squeezed him.
It's you he wants, babe. I tried to offer him love and attention and affection, and he went, Big Dad! I'm like, what the fuck? I'm right here. I raised you too. Instead of buff whammon, femboys, or barmen, it's dinos and other prehistoric animals. Fair, fair. Yeah, mine are just lizards. The Drakkar are just giant. They're dragon people with big ass wings and think they're better than everyone. Cheese boy. Or not better than everyone, just, you know, better than anything that's not a lizard. If you've become an avian, you've gone too far. You've passed your lizard. You're not cool anymore. Now I want to know... Now I want to know slurs for lizards. I need Drakkar slurs now. I'm sure they have their own slurs for mammals, too. I have to think of my own. Because they consider anything that's not fully them basically as food. You are going to get eaten. Okay, first, let me write some up. Oh, yeah, you're good. He's my cheese child. The cheese wants greater father, not lesser father. Yeah, it upsets me, actually.
Hey kid. I helped raise you, you know. Why do you not like me?
That's not true. He loves me. He just loves Leon more. He loves me, but Leon's his favorite, you know? I accept that I will never be his favorite. But I do know he loves me. Don't you, baby boy? Oh, but it's Big Dad he's gonna mess with forever.
Yeah. Cute boy.
I love my cat.
Cheese cracker! Leon called him a cheese cracker.
That's cute. Alright, let's do some erasing.
A cheese vehicle? Look at that little cat. Look at the little car. Little baby.
Y'all, I love my cat, okay? I just love my cat a lot. I love all kitties. If I see, like, giant tigers and lions on, like, Pinterest or something while I'm scrolling it, I start cooing. I'm like, look at the fucking babies! Look at the big old murder kitty. Look at the big old paws. You could shred me to pieces. Yes, you could. Like, I fucking love cats. I don't care how big a cat. It's still a cat and I want to cuddle it.
Just like you, baby boy. Yeah. Don't bite me. I'm baby. Cecil won't bite me. He's a good boy. Don't bite me. Don't do it. Don't bite me. You're so sweet.
I love my cat. Alright. Watch where you're going. Shed skin, featherhead, ink sac. Damn! That's mean. I know pond scum is another word they want to use. For, like, the frog people that they've accidentally made. Because they have made frog people. And they've called them mean things. Because they're not exactly nice to their creations, either. They still think they're better than their creations, obviously. Oh, now you want over here. Now that I'm not paying attention to you, huh? Hi. Can I help you? Can I help you? Straw. Little kid. Can I help you? Go see Dad. Go on. Go see him. Go see Big Dad. Oh, okay. See Little Dad. I understand. Hi. Hi, my little man. I am petting my cat. Don't mind me. My little boy. My littlest boy, you are so soft. Did you know you were so soft? Kiss him. Are you purring? Are you purring so loud? Ah! He bit me. Why'd you bite me? Go on, shoot.
Shoot!
Oh, he has zoomies now.
You got zoomies!
He's got zoomies. Back. Also, yeah, here's you requested, Bat Boy.
Heh!
Oh, for...
I'd have to think on it.
I am curious to see what Lilin will come up with, too. And Cecil has turned into the Flash. Cecil has turned into bite me and then run. Butthole kid.
He didn't even hide his intentions. He just bit me.
Oh, I should probably put the ties on these first. Doesn't Leon do the same thing?
Well, yeah, but he does it in a fun way. Cecil does it in a mean way. Cecil just chomp. I like it when Leon bites me. I don't like it when Cecil does it because he does it mean. He bites me and it's mean. Don't bite Baba.
Leon keeps saying, bite them, bite the Baba. I'm like, don't. He's trying to encourage it. And I'm like, stop.
Don't encourage the cheese to bite me. That's mean.
It's his love bite, clearly. It's his... Cecil bit me because I think I was overstimulating him. And he's like, hey, stop it! Stop it!
Stop messing up my hair, Dad.
A non-comprehensive list for slurs of the Drakkar. Loose skins? Gas breath. That's mean. Snake breath. Geckos is really good because it would piss them off. Peons for Drakkar males. You're not wrong. They kind of are. They're just drones to the females. Egg sacs for females. Scale cocks. God damn. Okay, so I like geckos. I think the snake comments would probably irritate the Sasani, which the Sasani are very much, they hate the Drakkar. Hate them. Absolutely hate the Drakkar. But peons, egg sacs is so mean, and scale cucks is funny. I also just really liked gecko, because it would be very... Mold scale? See, I'm trying to think of, like, what would make them pride... What would keep them prideful as a species? Gecko is going in the lexicon. Plenty of people call a goonie cement sacks? Why cement sacks? What does it do? Oh. Oh, never mind. I know now. I know now. If you want to know, I guess ask him in his DMs if he's cool with you messaging him. Mostly Lilin. Mostly talking to Lilin, because I know he's going to ask. I already know. Anyway. I will try to think of a few more slurs for the Drakkar, but like I said, I think it would come from a place of what hits them in the pride. I'll have to think about it. Because they do pride themselves on seeding other races, and making other species. Oh, you want ones that hurt their pride? Yeah, so I'll have to, like, I need to figure out how to describe what they're most proud of as a culture, which, like I said, they love being seeders. They like thinking they can create lots of cool races of other lizards. What else? I know the dudes have a very particular strong pride in their wings, because only males have wings, females do not. The Drakkar is parent, damn. I also feel like anything that a Lyran would use against any of their enemies, they would just say about a Drakkar. They'd probably call them shit like weak blood. Okay, so consider. I'm listening, I'm listening. And fertile lizard eggs are commonly called slugs by modern breeders, so slug layer. Slug layer would probably be cruel. My brain said slug crotch. Gross. Also, you can make it kind of gnarly like that. Slug crotch would be really mean. But I could definitely see just, what did I say? Weak blood. Weak blood is probably like a, just a common thing that, Lyrans use. But it's more like a minor offense rather than like a full-on slur. It's just something general that they say, like, whatever. You suck. I can see Lyrans insulting Drakkar by implying the other males seeded their planets instead. Yeah, like mammalian seeders instead. To be fair, like I said, not all planets have been seeded by the Drakkar. In fact, a good portion of them were said to be seeded by other species. Now, the Tauramians seem to have evolved naturally, for instance, but there have been some species where they're staring at them going, you share way too much with us. Because a lot of species can actually interbreed with each other. With a little bit of scientific intervention. That could not be possible unless we shared some sort of DNA sequence with them. For instance, humans and Syrians, they can... Oh, your captain's chair is a cuck chair. Yeah. But, yeah, the Syrians and humans, they can have kids together very easily. Which insinuates they were seeded by the same species. And obviously they weren't seeded by Drakkar, so... I will say the Drakkar probably get a little pissed off about that sometimes. They're mad. I just thought of something. This is probably just theory stuff that's out there, but I think the Drakkar have a special hatred for whoever seeded humans, because whoever seeded the humans could have... Oh wait, I want to rotate this in the other way. They could have very easily been destroying their seeded worlds. Kind of like what Loro said, how Earth was seeded. Drakkar probably could have very easily seeded Earth in its infancy as well. And then a meteor hit it. Oh man. I wonder who did that. I was gonna say, go for the classic, your family tree is a wreath. It might be. It might be just a little if you're like a royal Drakkar.
I'm not that small. Leon's calling me small.
Your broodmother seeded humanity would be a fucking wild insult. To insinuate that you created a mammal would be kind of mean. Would be kind of rough. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. I need to redo this. Humans are just like, hey man! They're like, they fucking wish they were our daddy. And oh, that could even work harder. It's like, you wish you created humans. It's like, what? Ooh, this looks better. Lyran points at Drakkar. Human fucker! Oh, that would be even worse. They consider humans basically just fancy meat that can talk. So if you were to call a Drakkar like any sort of mammal fucker, they'd probably be grossed out and pissed off. They say a meteor hit Earth, but really no, it was your grandfather getting kicked into orbit. Well, supposedly, human and the mammalian cedar predecessor, who made that like a thing, showed up and seeded the planet instead after killing off all the sapient dinosaurs trying to start civilization. And then the humans started evolving, and then we bottlenecked real bad. Did you guys know that, by the way? At one point, there were only like 5,000 of us left, or some shit like that. I can't remember when the bottleneck happened, but it happened, which is why we're actually really similar to each other. Like, if you look at lions and tigers and panthers, for instance, and like pumas and cougars, they're all considered the Panthera genus or Panthera family. I don't remember which one. Species. They can all breed with each other, but we can't. We can breed with ourselves because we're all human, but there's no variation of us like there is in the Panthera species. I have to make sure I'm using the words correctly. Panthera. It's a genus. Okay, I got it correct. We don't have any other species that shares genus with us. We're only a species because all other human types died. That's because there was a bottleneck. And a bunch of humans died. All the Neanderthals went out. Homo habilis is gone. Homo florensis was gone. Granted, I feel bad for the Homo florensis. They didn't deserve it. They were little guys. Apparently, they were like 3 feet tall. They were the hobbits. We had hobbits. Did you guys know we had hobbits on our planet? They were called Homo florensis. I think it's named after Florentian Islands or whatever, where they found their bodies. They're called the hobbits, and they're so cute. The KT extinction event was caused by your broodmother sitting down. Oh. I mean, we might have bred out the other human adjacent species. We could have. We were breeding with Neanderthals for a while. Apparently, our Y chromosome is actually a lot farther away genetically from the X chromosome because it was the male Neanderthals banging the human women. They said, "Hey, baby girl, how's it going?" in a wink. We all know family's just a fossil brood born of the sapient dinos and the Drakkar. Homo habilis. Let me figure out I'm doing all this. The first monster fuckers. Kind of. We found them. The ladies have always been looking for monster men. Homo habilis. I believe those are like really early humans. Yeah, they were after the Australopithecus. And after that, we have Homo erectus, and then we get Homo sapiens, as well as Homo neanderthalis. Because we're actually really closely related to Neanderthalis, and apparently Heidelbergensis. Those are all like our cousins that we could breed with. That sounds gross. I shouldn't have used cousins and breed with in the same sentence, but you get it! Genetically, we were close enough to start having kids together. I think the Denisovans as well? I don't remember if the Denisovans were around us or not. I just know we did a lot of mingling with Neanderthals. Haha, Homo erectus, you motherfuckers! For some reason, every time we met a human-adjacent species, they magically disappeared. It's because we pulled them into our gene pool. We said, hey, come here. And then the rest of them probably died off. But we did have a bottleneck, and I'm trying to remember when that was. The bottleneck event. When did that happen? But it's why we look so similar compared to all of the other species we have brought in to our fold, basically. Like, if we hadn't had a bottleneck, we might have had humans that look a lot more like Neanderthals nowadays, and maybe more like Heidelbergensis. Maybe we would have had more strange facial shapes and facial structures and body structures. Maybe we would have had more variation with height and width, but we don't because we had a bottleneck. And it makes me sad. Let's see. When did it happen, though? It's not saying when. You should tell me when. No, I get it. Yes, there were only, let's see, the population bottleneck of a possible 100,000 to 1,000 individuals. Around 800,000 years ago. We basically almost went extinct. That's scary. That's very far away, though. But yeah, we bottlenecked real hard. And it was very scary. But we came back, obviously. Here we are. We both know you ain't Drakkar. Get your crustacean ash out of here. The species your ancestors seeded involved in the crabs. Damn. Not the crabs. To be fair, everything goes into crab. Either that or cats, apparently. They did a species study where you either evolve into a crab or a cat. I found one how warm-blooded of you. Ugh. Actually, I think the Drakkar are warm-blooded. It's the nautiloids that are cold-blooded. Or at least cool-blooded. The ultimate life form, crab cat. Oh. That's just a Homestuck character. Krat. That's just a Homestuck character. That's actually what Feferi calls Karkat at some point. She calls him Crab Cat. That's really funny. I fucked it a little. Babe, you're so cute. Did you know? Did you know that you're cute? What do you mean, why? Motherfucker? The fuck you mean, why? Bitch. Why? You're lucky to have made it out of the egg. Ooh. Actually, we could do egg stuff. I know to insult a Drakkar, like if a Drakkar is insulting another Drakkar, they might use like eggling or hatchling to call them like immature. Or clutchling. Because I believe snake eggs are called clutches. And if it's in the water, it's called spawn or roe. Spawn specifically for frogs, roe specifically for fish. But I do believe you can use the word spawn for frogs or fish as well. Desmond, I want you to know that I'm assuming Larans make a sport out of insults like the Scots. Please do. Please do. Please do it. Thank you. And I'm assuming most Drakkar, because they're like lizard-like and they're a little less chicken brood. God, that's pretty mean. Your broodmother pushed your egg out of the clutch. Fucking roasted. Fucking mean. These are getting too real. Alright, let me make sure I'm doing these correct. So they're tucked in after this. And then it will wrap. Oh boy. Man, medic, why are your shoes so complicated? Ooh, I will be right back. Give me just I just see Leon's. Fuck you. Blam, got him. Yeah, you sure got him. You sure told them. Damn, you got him. Yeah. Alright, I'm back. Let's catch up on chat. You would have better served your ancestors scrambled. Damn. I wonder if Drakkar eat creatures that they make. Do they sometimes eat their own? I feel like they sometimes eat their own. So, fun fact. This is how Drakkar clutches work. The lady lays about 6 or 7 of them, right? Easily. Easily 5, 6, 7. The only thing to consider you attractive is toads. Damn! All the skink gals drop their tails and dip when they spot you. Aw. Your feathers are showing. They'd be a little pissed about that. They don't... I don't think they'd like the insinuation that they have feathers. When it was time for you to hatch, your egg tooth bent. Y'all are mean. That's great. Your ancestors didn't cause chickens, they caused kiwis instead. Aww. Kiwis are cute though. I wouldn't have considered that an insult because I love kiwis, but they would. Actually, if they don't know what a kiwi is, they might not. It depends. Depends on the Drakkar. Yeah, fuck you. Blam, got him. That one's the best one. Yo, we drawing boots? We drawing boots in here, Starrod. I'm drawing boots. There's a whole person attached to the boots. It's Medic. They're being a little dancer and wearing a dance outfit. And I'm drawing their boots. And I want to shoot myself in the face. Because of the boots. It's fine. All artists would be at about this stage and complaining about the boots. I'm just letting you know. Oh, right. The Drakkar in their clutches. Yeah, the ladies will drop about 5, 6 easy, right? 1 or 2 might not be fertile, so they'll never hatch. That just happens sometimes. But the rest will hatch, and it'll probably be maybe a girl, but mostly it's boys. For some reason, there's just something in Drakkar DNA where they just can't make girls. It's really difficult for them, so they try really hard to have girls. They hope they can get a girl per clutch, but if they don't, they're just gonna keep trying. They'll have like 4 clutches, 4 or 5 clutches before they can have like 1 to 2 girls. Which means there's 2 girls, and then there's like 20 boys. Can't wait for you guys to get the Bazaar and Bloodsands. I'm stoked. I'm so excited for Bloodsands. I want to see Yusuke's reaction to the arena. To the festival. Yeah, to the ritual arena. It's gonna be great. Galeem's gonna be chill. Galeem's gonna be happy, actually, because this is his home. He lived in Bloodsands before he, started living with, Biohar. What the heck is this? Oh, it's an airhead. It doesn't taste like a regular airhead. What is that? Oh, it is an airhead. Okay. A Galeem with a little bucket of water for the babies. Yeah, well, the babies are now, like, completely out, but yeah, no, he'll have, like, a water spell ready to just drop on them. Question, what races are the Drakkar beefing with again? Let's go look, shall we? Who hates the Drakar? Probably most of the Alliance races. I think the answer is yes. Most of the Alliance races, which are humans, Syrians, blue elves. The Gobel are opportunistic. Some will do dealings with Drakar because the Drakar don't eat them. No one seems to fuck with the Gobel for some reason. Because they're just way too fucking baby and cute. Also, I think the Drakar might not consider them a full meal, so they're like, fuck it, I'm leaving you alone. Orkran kinda hate them too. They don't really like them. The Ogru don't do anything because they're on their planet. These guys we don't know about. I'm not gonna worry about them. The Zaydens fucking hate them. The Arcturians absolutely fucking despise them. Sagigi might scare the Swagans? Sagigi. Who's Sagigi? Food? Oh no, is it fish food? Oh no! Uh-oh. Well, this is gonna be fun. The Andromedans work for them. They work with them. Lyrans fucking hate they asses. The Lyrans are like in direct opposition of them. Who else? These guys are all doing their own thing. Gorel probably are meh about them. I'm trying to think of the species that have flight. Avians fucking hate them. Tauronians don't care. Saurians fucking hate them. They got made by them and now rebelled against them. Sasani fucking hate them. The Drovins don't care. Nautiloids work with them. Those are homies. Mantids fucking hate them. Prometheans and Arachni don't really care. And then after that, it's just a series of meh. And then they have a bunch of subordinate lizard types that, like, hang out with them. So the people who have the most beef are the Arcturians and the Lyrans. They're the ones that hate them the most. After that, it's just a slow progression of these guys just naturally hating them because they're a part of an alliance. And then the Mantids fucking hate them too. So that's who hates them. Who hangs out with them, like I said, are the Andromedans, these little pink guys, and the Nautiloids. The Nautiloids are very familiar with them. They work together. And then there's a bunch of lizard species that work with them. You secretly dress up in a mane for your lion partner. That's so mean. To insinuate they kiss Lyrans. That would insult the Lyran, though. The Lyran would also be mad. It reminds me of that post I seen about, white supremacist men with their Filipino girlfriends. It's like, jeez. It's giving.
Boo, doo, doo.
Did the Zaydens make your boyfriend? Oof. Yes. Yeah, the Zaydens also kind of hate them. But the Zaydens kind of hate everyone. The Zaydens kind of just stay away from everybody, because they're like, leave me alone. Leave me alone, I want to just chill. And not chill with you. And it's like, oh. Don't ask Drakar who they're roosting with. Yeah. Don't ask a white supremacist what nationality his wife is. Don't ask a Drakar who they're nesting with. I will say, the odds of a Drakar and a Lyran union are not 0.
Hi, Zayla. Welcome in. How you doing? Bum, 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 bum.
Slept in a bit today. It was raining. You know what? That's absolutely fair. Can't be mad at you for that. Weewan would have slept in if it was raining too. He gets so skeebajee when raining, and it's very cute. Actually, it's actually very freaking precious, and I want to squish him.
My nose itches.
Drakkar Lyran hybrid has the same vibe as half man, half cow. Life's a nightmare. I am a goddamn motherfucking cowboy. Daddy was a cow and my mama was a boy. Half person, half cow. That's me, a cowboy. Hoot-a-lotta, life's a nightmare. The only reason I know about that song is because Danny, in the dead of night, sent that to Leon, and he fucking died laughing. And that shit was hilarious. Me, the cowboy. It's Loros! Loros is the cowboy! Cowboy spotted! We both know your wife seeing the insert burst right here. The clutch of hers looks very avian. Ouch. Dude, she said that to me. I was dying. I know. She said that to Leon and he died. He also died. She was hilarious. Danny's funny. I love Danny. She's so funny. She's so silly. Also, Salem, don't mind chat. Loros and Lilin are trying to come up with insults to hit my dragon race with the Drakkar. They're attacking them viciously with words of mockery. And it's fucking hilarious. Okay, what I'm gonna do is not that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see where these are located, because they're like on this side of the shoe. But you can't see them. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that. A vicious mockery with Drakkar's with this. Yeah. Okay. Ah, I see. But that's why you're seeing your wife seeing an avian race. I think they'd just be called avians or carrions. That for some reason they're called carrions. People don't know why, but that's just what they're called. Which means any other like diversion of the avian race that they find, they just call them blank carrions. Like the Volgicarian. Hmm? Oh. Oh, okay, that's fair. Leon got a call, and apparently he's leaving me. It's just in Drakkar seen shaking tail feathers. Scandal. Whoever came up with you is really small. Wow! That's just an insult to me! Lola's making fun of me! He said, look, man. Fuck, my stomach hurts. My tummy hurts from laughing too much. You ever laugh so hard your stomach hurts? That's what I'm going through right now. Leon! Leon called me little! Leon insulted me to my face! Well, maybe not to my face, maybe to my ears, because he's taller than me. Melted me to my ears. Are those predator feathers? Are you done cleaning your boyfriend? Jeez. Some of these are mean. Also, fun fact, the boyfriend part will not be insulting. Because there are so many fucking Drakkar men, they're all kind of just shoved away from the females, and they have like a harem for the ladies. And then the ladies just choose what male they want, and then they go off about their day. But because there's so many fucking dudes, there's rampant homosexuality between males. It's rampant. There's a lot of gay lizards. Because, like, there's one female to the tune of 10 males. So, you know. Good luck finding a female. So, evolutionary-wise, most males just kind of find other males attractive because it's like, what are you gonna do, you know? Like, who else are you gonna get with? Your women allow you in their harem because they know you're harmless. Jeez. I do need to come up with more cultural stuff for the Drakkar, because the Drakkar are very fun to explore as a species. Because, like, obviously they're not evil per se. They are imperialistic shit-asses, but, like, is it them doing it, or is it just something that they've learned to do culturally and they're not even processing what they're doing is bad? They don't think what they're doing is bad. So, like, how far do they push before they consider themselves evil? Like, it's a very fun little experiment that I like thinking about. Because, like, what they consider evil is not the same as what humans would consider evil. Humans would consider what they're doing as bad. I will be a male who makes a harem of other males. Ah, hell yeah. Yeah, I feel like for a while they keep males and females isolated. Females will just live with their moms, right? But males don't have anywhere to really go. Once they're old enough, they just kind of fly around. They're aimless. They have big-ass wings. And I feel like it's kind of like how most animals work. Like, think elephants, for instance. The way elephants work, they have a system where during mating season, females will go out and find males, make baby, and then they go back to their group, their herd. The herd is all females and babies. Once the baby males are old enough, once they start getting up into like teenagehood, they kick them out. The males are not allowed in the female space. And then usually the males just wander around, chilling, sometimes hanging out with each other, but mostly they just fuck around until mating season again. So, like, I think that's kind of how the Drakkar work, where the females will stay with their mother in their house, whatever their house is, and maybe a couple of brothers that act like servants, but for the most part, the males are kicked the fuck out. They're like, we don't need you. And of course the mom will keep a couple of males for, like, leverage with other females, like trading their males, basically, like, kind of like what you think of for, like, medieval era humans, where we're like, oh yeah, I will sell you my daughter, here, give me here's a dowry, you know, shit like that. I feel like it's like that. It's very medieval for the males, where a select few will be kept for alliance marriage purposes, and then the rest will just be thrown to the wind, because they make way too many. And these dudes are probably all very, very homosexual. Because they have to be. Who else are they going to mate with? They're not evil, they're just imperialistic and practice slavery and eat people, and okay, maybe they're a little evil. Like I said, to them, that's not evil, that's just what they do. But, like, if you're a normal person, you're like, wow, you're a space Bitler, you know? Like, you're Drittler, you know? Dragon Hitler. Thou vaults are empty. Oh, what is this? Hold on. Thou vaults are empty, and thou sacks are untouched. No, that's just mean. Where do I sign up? You don't. Right here, and I have dental and health insurance for everyone. Oh, Salem. Salem's gonna let you sign up. Okay, got it. Salem has the form right there. Got it. Hell yeah. For some reason, this reminds me of Mayor Ellsby Mini and your bitch's view. Yeah, so apparently Salem's starting a harem for other males. Got it. And if you couldn't tell by now, this imperialistic draconic force is very much a toxic, what's the term? A toxic matriarchy. Very much toxic matriarchy.
Also, thank you for the sippy time, Libby.
Hey man, did you know? Water? Also, I just love the Drakkar. Maybe I'll do a world building Wednesday on the Drakkar. Let my players listen. Also, I do have a question. For both my players and people listening, I currently have 4 people because someone dropped. And because I was gonna have 5 originally. Do I keep the 4 for now? Do we want to keep 4? Or do I want to risk it and ask someone else to join? Because I've thought about it. I've thought about it on both ends, and I don't know. Oh, I never drew this! Ah, oh, fuck me. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Salem, I need to bring up +1. Aw, grabbing Blippi. It's okay, Blippi. You can join the harem. You're allowed. You're not a lady, so by default you're allowed in, I think. A salamander's more pure than you. I thought of the salamanders from Warhammer 40k. And I'm like, well, no shit. Test 4 players and see how it flows. You know what? That's fair. Blippi is allowed in. Blippi's allowed in the harem. Yay. Depends. Is the short-term test run or a beta practice run for the final product? Session 0 will be kind of like a determination, one, to see how well the sheets work. I want to make sure the sheets make sense. I want to make sure my rules make sense. Because it makes sense to me, but I don't know if it'll make sense to, like, people who are coming in. And then I also want to ease people into the world with characters, what you're going to be doing, what ship you're on, stuff like that. That's the main purpose of what I want with Session 0. After that, we can figure it out. But I would like it to be long-term, but I also have to take it one day at a time, because I haven't DM'd in so long. It's been a long time, and I'm also not nearly as good at it as other people, so I'm gonna have to practice, too. Oops. Everything okay, babe? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, burpy boy. I'm just burping. Alright. Let us get started on this, shall we? I love my Dumsden Ippy Flip Bop. I see. Ippy Flip Bop. Who's Blippi? Why is their name so similar to mine? I don't know who Blippi is. Wait, Blippi? Blippi. Did you know the bat is old and gay and small and even possibly cute? Yeah, I'm at least 2 of those.
And that's you, silly bot. Silly bot.
There's one game I'd want to DM for, and that's Lancer. I have never seen Lancer. Isn't that the one... No, that's something else. I was gonna say, isn't that the one Matt Mercer made? But I'm thinking of Daggerheart, I believe is called. What's the game Matt Mercer made? Is it Daggerheart? Is it a campaign setting? Is Lancer the system? Mech system. It's a mech and it's a grid-based RPG. Got it. And when you say grid-based, you mean like battle maps and stuff like that? Literally mention it causes paradoxes. All I know about Lancer is that there's a giant robot that attacks by causing paradoxes. Got it. Literally mentioned it to Viking last night. Oh, I see. Specifically Hexgrid. Oh, I see. See, I'm not a fan of Hexgrid, but I can see why it would be needed for certain game systems. For mine, it would not be, but, like, for that one, I'm assuming it would be necessary. Because mine is square-based. Because mine has to do with exploration. I want you guys to run around. And if you're fighting something, you gotta run around the thing you're fighting. Oh, I didn't do this one. Shit. This way. There we go. Heading out. I'm getting ready to head out. Wee. I miss me, man. Hey, man. He's like, I'm not even gone yet. Hey, I miss Leon. I also miss Leon. Drakkar, heard you like it from the egg. That's scary and I don't like it. Oh, you getting ready? Yeah. The game has a lot of customizing and builds are hilarious. Like, yeah, I'm a close range fighter. My weapon of choice is multi-rocket launcher. I love being in my blaster. Yes. Yeah, one's disappearing. There's a mech called the Goblin, and it hacks into enemy mechs to do wacko shit. I said wackadoo shit. I mean, yeah. No, I mean, I was just, no. Alright, the final thing I need to do is put a little tie on this. Also, before Leon leaves, I have to go give him a kiss. So, you better not leave without my kiss. I tested the sample map for Viking using her player builds, all under my control. I set mines with one mech, then use the goblin to hack an enemy to walk into those mines. That's mean. Power word, walk into mine. Blam! I forgot to tell Blue Sky I'm live. Always do that. Y'all need to remind me. Have a reminder. I'm gonna do it now. There we go. I love when games do funny shit like that. Dice telling the funniest jokes. Dice doing stuff in a game is the best part. Guys, how long am I usually live? Let's go to about here. There we go. I missed a flamethrower roll on a cornered enemy. How'd you do that? Look at VC. Yeah, I saw the shiggy. It's a little dude doing a little dance. He groovin'. Alrighty, so Blue Sky should now know that I'm live. I need to stop forgetting. I need to actually do it. I should probably set like a reminder or something. I broke my neck. Hi, baby. I pet Weewan. He was bent over, putting on his socks, and I pet him while he was doing it. I took advantage of the situation. I just pet him up. Dorkbutt Manzula. Wow! You know what character you play in Van today? I do have 3. Maybe Lantros? Maybe Gregor? Probably Lantros, now that I'm thinking about it. It's Blood Sands. I'm playing Lantros. Also, I just realized Lantros probably wouldn't give too much of a shit about the fish food at Blood Sands. They already eat fish. Oh, yeah, no, that'll freak him out a little. Never mind. I'm gonna keep that a secret. I had a tongue. Dork. Yeah. I'm a dork, but I had a hair in my mouth. I'm also looking at my handsome. Make sure you start your wall. Wear your glasses. Make your butt. Okay, good. I heard homosexual activities. No, you didn't! You heard us kissing. You probably did, actually. And then I was making sure he had everything with him. Like his wallet. And his butt. Anyway, let's continue this. I heard a smooch. You can't fool me. Yeah, you heard a smooch. You heard kisses. Can't stop me from being gay. I have an itch on my nose. I'm the motherfucking smooch smith. You're the kiss master now. It's Lilin. Lilin's the kiss master. Whoa. Gotta commission a smooch then. Ads, BRB. Goodbye! Everyone got attacked by ads. May I have one Lilin grade forehead smooch, please? Say la me wants a Lilin smooch on the forehead. Mwah. Alrighty, let's erase all the bullshit, and then let's start the coloring. Then let's choke out Medic for always having crazy-ass shoelaces. Okay, done. Let's get started on the colors. Scuttle for treasure. That's my favorite activity. I'll get so many smooches. I make smooches and then put them in a treasure chest around the dungeons. You least suspect it. Moi. Yeah. And then you can scuttle for it. They heal you depending on how gay you are. Well, Salem will get healed then, I think. They can be poisonous. Only one way to find out. Wait! see y'all being gay. I've been reading the entire time. With thorough repeated testing. Whoa! Nice. Cecil, you okay? What was that? Oh, he just fucking booked it. Got it. Cecil decided to fucking McRun for his life. I think he's upset because father left. He's like, Big Dad has left me. Oh, there we go. Wee! Thank you, Laura's. And thank you for the sip. Maybe it's just me working up a sweat from dancing. Gets spin cycled. Okay, I'm better.
Medic, why are you so pretty?
Hello? Baller Jenga! Which button on me? Ow. A second medic? You right. You right. Medic gets the hat. Medic gets to be on the head. The trees live in terror. Double the medic, double the fun. That means double the deforestation. Y'all don't know what you've said upon the world. Also, I never asked before, what's the tree medic lore? I don't know. Whenever we ask about trees, medic just says treason. And we're like, okay. Apparently medic, every time they get into a game that lets them cut down trees, they cut down every tree. Ever. And I still don't know the real reason. I don't know the in-lore reason. I wish I did. They don't like clarify. Ever. There we go. Interesting, I thought y'all knew. No. I wish I did. Medic is surprisingly, like, a very quiet person when it comes to their shit. I don't know. Medic lore is very selective, like Dark Souls lore. Yeah. We are not the chosen few that deserve to know the medic lore, I guess. I think it's just because they're a freaking goober that likes cutting down trees. But that's just my guess. Oh, I just realized I didn't have to do that. It's colored red on the inside, and I'm a dork. I didn't even realize that. I should have. I think that they kind of forgot by this point. They probably could have. I think they're just a silly little goober that wants to deforest video games. Nah, Medic remembers everything. Do they? Do they though? 'Cause I don't know that. Okay, so I colored in the red pieces of the coat. Now we do the pants. There we go. Pants colored. Oh, wait. Not all the way. Now we do the belt. I might color the metal pieces with the belt, just to have. If that's the case as well, I'm gonna do the same thing with the shoes. So I'm gonna color this part of the shoe, because it's black. I'm gonna do this part of the shoe as well. Okay. So the shoe is done. I can actually just do this, and I'll worry about that in a minute. Then the heel. Okay. Anything else super red? No, not on that. And then the lace. We'll do the lace. Or the string. The lace? I don't know what you call these. Shoestrings? The shoestrings. That's the term we use. I just want to talk more about my Drakkar now. I want to figure them out as a species. It's like I said, they're not born evil. They're just raised in an evil culture. A culture that promotes cruelty and cruel action. And I'd like to think about a Drakkar that got out of that, or was never raised in it. Because their hatred, cruelty, and evil are all learned, not inherent to the species. Which means it can be unlearned or never taught. Shoelaces? Yeah, shoelaces! I was just saying laces, but y'all know what I meant. You know I meant laces, like shoes. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. Alright, let's get all these colored in. Oh, wait. This would need to be erased. Because it's another string. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Yay! Okay, so the laces are now done. And now we're going to continue adding the metal pieces. I wonder if Medic wants painted nails. Do they have painted nails? They do! I'm gonna paint their nails. I was kind of gonna do it anyway, but I wanted to paint their nails. Pretty painty nails. Alright, back to the metal. I did this stuff on the top. The hair I'll do last. And then down here, we have these. I'm gonna go up the shoe, basically. Boop-a-doo, boop, 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 boop. This would have been that one. Okay. I just realized Medic is in a dance outfit. Do you think they're challenging dance killies? No one will get that joke besides like 2 people here. No one will understand besides like 2 people, and that's fine. POV, Medic is about to break it down for you. Yeah. Arma's about to ruin a crab's day. Is it weird that I want to pull up my goth band music? Should I listen to it? Should we do it? Guys, raise a hand. Should I just listen to post-punk? Cause fuck it. I didn't get clapped with anything. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, I didn't really get clapped by anything. None of my videos were muted. In fact, some of them weren't even marked. Well, that one was, but it's fine. Who wants to listen? I want to listen. I think I might listen. Let's go listen. Let's go do it. As much as I love the Castlevania music, I also just really want to listen to my my usual music. It might not be your favorite, but it's my favorite. If the goth music gets to be too much for y'all, let me know. You want to listen? Excellent. Then we can listen. I need to have a trad goth model, I think. My hair just in the sky. My hair an absolute spider's nest. I think it's called a spider's web. Back tease. That's what they refer to it as, because it's like stringy compared to like puffy. Fun fact, goth stuff is an 80s thing, so it's 40 years old. It's 47 years old now, something like that. Fuck, it's almost 50 years old. And it has its roots in punk, but also 80s. So you'll see very puffy, fluffy hair. Except it's dyed black, usually. It's also why you'll hear a lot of 80s sounds in the songs. But it also doesn't mean you have to just listen to it. You can listen to other shit too. I listen to Evanescence sometimes, and Linkin Park, because that's my kind of stuff as well. Okay. Maddox hair. Also, there is very much many subgenres of like quote-unquote goth music. There's post-punk, which is like the really old shit, kind of what we're listening to now. Even then, it's also a little older than that. It sounds more punk than quote-unquote goth. And then you've got cold wave and dark wave, which are like a little older, like think 80s. And then after that, it just expands as we go into the 90s. It's really interesting. It's kind of like starting out with rock and then going into punk and then metal and then heavy metal and then thrasher metal. It's like, yeah, there's a bunch of different metal musics, like metal genres. It's really cool. There's also goth metal. They started like combining together. It's really cool. Cecil, I'm allowed to give people a dissertation on goth music. You don't have to yell at me about it. I'm not allowed? Why not? That's so mean. I'm allowed. I don't know where he went. You're so cute. Hi, baby. Cecil just started meow. Yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear him. Hi, baby. I don't know where he went. He left us all alone. Yeah, he did. Hey, don't scratch his pillow. No. I have a water bottle. I will use it on you.
Hi, handsome.
I don't do it often, but when I do, you know I'm serious.
Don't need you destroying our fabrics. Hi, babe.
I love my cat. Alright, I'll stop leaning over. Cecil!
What did I say? Don't bite me. Indignant little baby creature. Give me my hand back. Ow. Ow. Dig it. Give it. Give me my hand back.
Y'all, he had my fucking sleeve in his hand. He was gripping like, no, you don't chastise me for trying to scratch Dad's pillow. I'm like, I will chastise you all I want, child. We don't scratch Dad's pillow. Yeah, that's right. Don't scratch Dad's pillow.
No, you don't scratch Dad's pillow.
You scratch where we designate you a scratch post. Don't scratch our stuff, you scratch your stuff.
Yeah, you got stuff to scratch.
He's playing with a piece of string now. I swear to God, we shouldn't have even bothered buying that boy toys. He doesn't play with them. He wants the string. He wants shoelaces. He wants hair ties.
Yeah, you want hair tie. Did you hear me say hair tie? Where's hair tie? Where's your hair tie, Bubby? Go get it.
I don't have it.
I don't have it. You gotta go get it. Don't look at me like that. Go get it. You gotta go get the hair tie and then bring it. I don't got it.
He's in fucking play mode now because he heard me say it. Shit. I have to come up with a goddamn keyword for hair ties now, apparently. My son knows. Okay. All of the blue phase is in.
What, baby boy? What, baby boy? What, baby boy?
Cecil's meowing.
What, kiddo? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What?
He's pissed, y'all. He's fucking pissed. He's like, Dad left me here with a stranger. I need to message Leon later and be like, how dare you leave him with a stranger? How could you?
You got the zoomies?
Loros, you finally gave my cat zoomies. Cecil's stuck with Lester Dad. He's stuck with me. He's sick of me already. He's so sick of it. He's sick of me.
Are you sick of me?
It's because I got onto him. I didn't let him scratch his dad's pillow. Because we have butt pillows, right? We have like cushion pillows for our butts on our chairs. And Cecil wants to scratch the crap out of one of them. Especially when Leon's not in his chair, Cecil tries to claw it, and I tell him no, because that's bad boy behavior, and then now he's pissed. Now he's fucking mad about it. Because I didn't let him do what he wanted.
Medic lipstick. Medic lipstick.
There we go.
Medic lippy stick.
Alright, is that it? believe so. For the flesh, at least. Cecil's just fucking bolted out of the room. Okay, goodbye. I think I'm gonna pull up a picture I drew of Medic so that I can start pulling colors from it. Burrow's got places to be. He really does. He's like, Dad's not here? I gotta go find him. I gotta stop hanging out with a stranger. I gotta go find Dad. Dad, why'd you leave me with a stranger? This actually works pretty well. Oh, I'm so sorry. But listen, Leon's not here. Someone has to take up the mantle, you know? Hi, now. I'm not seeing you bark. I was barking earlier. Do you want to bark again? I can bark. Bark, 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 bark. I'm drawing this, so we barking in this house. Bark, 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 bark. Also, how you doing? I bet you only bark for Leon. I will bark for Leon. You're correct. I will bark for my husband. Another medic. Oh, we're just piling medics on my head now. Okay. Let me grab it. Come here, medic. You know what? I'm gonna turn this one a little bit. Nope, I scrolled myself out. There we go. I'm just gonna make myself a medic hat eventually. I mean, fair. He is a sexy man. He's gorgeous. I love Leon. He is hot. I should know. I look at his gorgeous face every day. Let's just select it since it won't let me. It's being a butthole. And let's get the little orange color going. That's a little too orange. Let's not do that. Yeah, that looks better. I don't know. Now, have you seen Leon, like, for real? He's really hot. He's a big old bear, man. Your vibes make me want to just sit in the same room with you two and just draw in peace. It's very nice to just sit with him and draw. You are correct about this. He does have a very nice energy. I'm glad to hear I am one of those that have a nice energy. Yeah, I've seen him face cam before. He's very manly. He's very manly. He's very attractive. He's very hot. He does have a very beautiful beard. He's a gorgeous man. Look how pretty Medic is. Medic, look at you. Look at the they. Medic's being vavoom right now. Oh, that's a bit too dark. Let's lighten that up a little bit. A little too dark a black. Lean it into the red just a little. There we go. That looks great. Mebdink. Yeah, nice drawing teeth. Thank you. It's a commission. I am doing a commission work for a friend who threw money at me a couple days ago. And was like, could you please draw me in this outfit? And I'm like, yes. Could you do it in this pose? Yes. Yes, I can. And they're doing like a little... Oh, shit. I forgot their nails. There we go. And now the pants are like super bright. But I am going to decrease that saturation just a bit. No offense, Medic, but like... I can't handle super saturated colors in my art style. Yeah, let's desaturate that just a bit. There we go. Your clients tell you what pose they want? Look at you. It's required. So on my VGen, All my questions are, what's your commission for? Which only personal is allowed. What kind of type is it? Is it portrait, half body, or full body? Give me references of the character. Give me your pose and expression. Can't believe you muted my pants. I muted your pants, Betty! And then I say, give me extra information if you have any. And yeah, Oh, wait! It says here the pants have ties on the other side, so they would be visible. Medic, when you say that, you meant like right here, right? I'm assuming you wouldn't have in-crotch seams like that. They also asked for no background and if I could stream it. It's Medic! I muted their pants. Pants muted. I'm also muting some of the blacks. Because I want them to be a little more sticky outy. I end up drawing 3 to 5 sketch poses and I'll let them pick. That's a fair assessment. If they say, hey, pick for me, or hey, I want this vibe, but I don't know what I want, I will give them a sketch based on what they ask for, and then I'll switch around whatever they want. But normally I'm just like, you give me the pose. You do it. I'm too lazy to think. Ooh, that is a very hot red color. Let's see if we can't mute that just a bit to match with my style. That looks pretty good. I'm at work for another 45 minutes just on break. I miss you. I miss you, Medic. Now these are a little darker in the picture, like that. It looks amazing. Yay! I hope so. I'm doing my best. It's very white, so let's go off-white. Fun fact, no black or white is truly black and white. If you are drawing it like that, you're making it look really creepy. Oops. Drew on Medic. Sorry, Medic! Oh shit, that's right, you have a eyeshadow. Let's give you that eyeshadow real quick. I forgot about your eyeshadow. Well, your best is fucking fantastic! Thank you, Gil. I'm very appreciative of you. Also, welcome in, Gil. I hope you're doing good. Let's dilute that a little. There we go. Yeah. And now I'll do your hair. I might tweak colors here and there, but this is about how I'm gonna do it. Let's get the metallic colors going. I'll make them a little darker. Because I'm going to be going in with a white for the shinies. The shinies are kind of up. You for making me look amazing and know it wasn't easy. Medic, you are the free space on the bingo card of making someone look nice. It was real easy. You wanna know why? I had a really nice model to work with, which is you. Boop. Medic could wear a potato sack and Crocs and look good. Exactly. See? Lilin fucking gets it. You hush your silly little mouth. I won't give you any more trees to cut down if you do that. I'll I'll ask Leon to take us to the most barren of places with no trees. No medic enrichment with the trees gone. Next commission is potato sack and crocs. I'll do it. You can't stop me. I'll do it. I will make you wear Crocs. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. No past, far past is tomb. Look out. Local sister. There we go. We got the shinies. I'll come up here and do the same thing. Alright, medic's hair turn. Okay, so we got that one red piece just hanging out. I always like to add a little extra red here and there. You also have red streaking on the sides of the head. Not in that, but like right here.
Hey, man.
There we go. Alrighty, so that's your hair here. Let's just check it. And it's mostly on the underside, and it looks like it's a little bit up on the top. Like about right here. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And we'll add another one, whoosh. It probably could help if I looked at the side one, but I'm being lazy. Let me go look at the side. Yeah, they've got hair of red on the top like that. I think I might do this one too, because it's cute. Then we'll add in a few more streaks here and there. And then we'll have some hair over here doing the thing, like this.
Medic, I'm almost
Don't mind me, just giving like a fun little tiny background. Cause I don't do backgrounds all that often. Okay. I'll save that as well. But I like to do backgrounds when I'm putting it on like on my Fur Affinity and on Blue Sky, because I don't want people to like take it.
There we go. Maybe go.
Doing a little dance. Also, I've cleaned up and changed how I draw your face a little bit, just to match with your model a little more. Alrighty, with that, I'm gonna send it to you. There we go. Complete. Let's start sending it to Mebinko. I wish I could upload more than one at a time, but I can't. Or at least I haven't figured out how. Medic is so cool. Medic is so cool. Also, Lilin, I will be getting to you next at some point. I will let you guys know now, I do have a tiny, like, little headache going on. So I might go rest my brain so I'm ready for Vandal. I wish I could hang out with them, like, once a week at some sort of TTRPG. I wish I could, like, hang out with Medic and, like, vibe with them. They seem really cool. Here you go, Medic. I'm sending it to you through your Discord. It's also sent through to your, what's it called? It's also sent through the VGen. I also send, like, copies to you through that as well. Just so you have extra places to find it. So there you go. I did it. It's done. Mebinko is finished. And, I think we're gonna call it here. I was gonna do Leon's Redeem, but I could very easily do that on Monday. And I'll be getting to draw a really cool guy. I'm not gonna say who, I'm not gonna say when and where, but Monday, I'm gonna draw a dope person. And over the weekend, Lilin, I think I'm gonna get a hold of you. I'm gonna grab you by the neck and choke you for making me draw a mech, and then figure it out. But yeah. I'll see you guys later. Let's go find someone to raid, shall we? Who are we dropping? Where are we dropping, boys? I haven't raided him in a while. I want to raid him. Let's do it. Hold on. Let's go raid homie.
Let's go raid little guy.
I bet it's Leon. Not quite. Grab your messages, though. Grab the first one if you have my emails. The second one is if you do not. And I will see you all Monday.
Goodbye for now. Goodbye. I will get a sip.